Hello, beautiful souls. Ita here. Welcome to the House of Oracles and Intuition. This is Spirit's guided message for June 19th through June 21st, 2020. Okay, I fast forward the shuffling process. It took me about 10 minutes to do that and it made the video a little too long, so bear with me. Okay, let's see what we have here. Well, at the center of the spread here, we have action. This card of action here. But this card for me also symbolizes balance, like the need to have balance between our dark side and our light side. So to me, this spread is really calling out for balance and trust. Balance and trust. So for those of you that have been feeling like you're in this energy, like you're all tied up, like you have no direction, you don't know what to do, you feel like you're like it's helpless, right? We have here the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups is basically focusing on everything that you've lost, focusing on everything that has changed, and Spirit right now is really guiding us to focus more on our path, to pay attention on the path that we were in. For those of you that are going through an ascension and things are shifting for you, just remember your path, because you had been asking for it, and Spirit offered you this new stage, this new phase of clarity, with the Ace of Swords here. And he's really telling you to remember the path that you are on right now, because everything is so chaotic in the world outside of us and things are still shifting. Nothing is yet set in stone. Nothing is yet set in stone. So we still have this opportunity to shift, to do things differently, to plan, to set new foundations. Spirit is really asking us to listen to our inner knowing, listen to our intuition, listen to the synchronicities, to the messages that the universe is giving you. Ground yourself, center yourself, so that you can receive that inner guidance to get us out of this energetic space of helplessness, of reminiscing on everything that we've lost and on the way that things used to be. Right now, Spirit is really telling us have balance, have balance. You are approaching the end of your ascension, and now it's time for you to take action. And while you're getting yourself ready to go through that process, show gratitude, show appreciation. Tell people you love them, tell people you care for them. Let people know what they mean to you. Let Spirit know how grateful you are for everything that you have in your life, for the blessings that are always being brought to you. For some of us, it is required for us to gain balance. In order for us to gain balance, we do have to ground ourselves. The first chakra is the root chakra, which is the base chakra. And in order for you to have a solid, stable foundation, you really need to feed energy into that foundation. You need to plan. You need to, even though it's hard right now to really plan too much ahead, at least plan your day, make plans, so that your day doesn't go wasted if you're still in that quarantine stage, or if you're out of work, or if you're just staying, for whatever the situation is. It's going to require you to ground yourself, to spend some time in nature, to really ground yourself. If you find it difficult to do that, call on Archangel Michael. He has presented himself here in this reading, and it is because he's here to show you support. Our guardian angels, our guides, they're all standing by, waiting for us to have that internal conversation where we ask for help. So for some of you, maybe this is an indication that in order for you to get out of this stagnant energy, it might require you to ask for help, because these have been very emotional times, a lot of turmoil. Water is mutable, so that means that the situation is still mutable, because nothing is set in stone. There's always going to be a solution, right? Because look what's coming in. For those of you, you have been healing. Like I said, you have been going through an ascension, and now Spirit is saying, you know what, get ready, because all the hard work that you've done is coming to an end, and he's going to start opening new doors for you. It just requires for you to have trust, to have faith in the process, because some of us have been manifesting this change, right? And sometimes when we manifest things, Spirit doesn't give it to us exactly the way that we plan, right? He doesn't give it to us exactly the way that we plan, but you have been manifesting this. This is something that you wished for. This is something that Spirit is bringing you because you wished for it. So now it's time for you to take action on it. In order for you to take action, you need to plan. At least, plan your day, because your day can easily go and get wasted on a whole bunch of little things Or you can just, there's a lot of options. Like, what do I watch? Get out of that energetic space. Get out of this energetic space. Because you've been waiting for this. You've been waiting for this change to come. And in order for you to fully appreciate this change, you have to have balance. You might have to have balance between your personal life and your work, or your family and your work, internal balance between your thoughts and your emotions, because like I said, this has been a very emotional time, and you've been waiting for this. Spirit says you've been waiting for this. You've had time to consider your options. Perhaps some of you might require to work with others, or some of you might require to ask for help. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with everybody that you are associating yourself with. Speak your truth, right? Only with truth and honesty can you really build a solid foundation. And that's for anything, whether it's in a relationship, or whether it's with your family, or whether it's with a business or at work. Trust. Trust is a big, big factor in everything that we do. For some of you that you feel like you've been wrong, you've been taken advantage of, perhaps, your ideas have been taken, whatever the situation is, however this applies to you, Spirit is saying that now you're in an energetic space where you need to trust in the process. Look at, she's not on flat ground. She's blindfolded, but yet she's trusting where she's going. She's trusting where this knowledge is taking her, where this guidance is taking her, because you're no longer a caterpillar. You're now a beautiful butterfly, and it's time for you to spread your wings and soar. You will never know how far you can get unless you spread your wings and you soar. Because whatever new plans you have, whatever this idea is, whatever you're being guided to take action on, is going to give you your pentacles. The wheel of fortune has shifted for you in your favor, and it's going to start bringing in abundance. And abundance comes in different ways, in different forms. So always, always, always operate with the beautiful energy of gratitude, and be honest with yourself. And when you're honest with yourself, listen to your inner knowing, and listen to other people's opinions, listen to other people's points of views. I'm not necessarily saying that they're going to be correct. All I'm saying is for you to really stop and listen to the situation. Pay attention to what is going on, because there is something big. There's a big shift that's coming. It's like, take everything that you've learned, everything that you've experienced, all the work that you've done, bring it with you, because it's going to lead you to your abundance. But everything requires balance. Balance internally, balance in the energy around you. It does require you to spend some time in nature to ground yourself, but there's a lot of good things coming. For those of you that are still healing, that are still going through the ascension, be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Temperance is here, so just be patient with yourself. Go with the process, but do it in a state where you trust. You trust where it's guiding you, because everything is being divinely guided at this moment. And for those of you that have been waiting for an answer, like a yes or a no answer, the answer now, today, for this weekend, is action. Take action. So yes. Just make sure that you have planned things out, even if it's just for the day or for the week or for the month. Like I said, it's understandable that the situation around us and the outside world around us, everything is still shifting. Nothing is set in stone. So right now we all have the opportunity to shift with it. And don't focus too much on what we've lost. Don't focus too much on the way things were. That energy is the one that's keeping you tied in your thoughts. That's keeping you in this emotional, sluggish type of energy, right? Focus more on what you can have, what the bigger picture, on what's out there, the bigger possibilities. Things are shifting in this energetic space. There's going to be 6 planets that are in retrograde by the end of the month. We have an eclipse this month. We have the summer solstice. So there is a lot of energetic pull at this moment. And it's going to bring us into our feelings, into this emotional state. So speak your truth. Be honest with people, especially if it's in a relationship. Be honest with yourself. You owe it to yourself to be honest. And even though sometimes those things might be things that we don't want to hear, right? our intuition doesn't always tell us everything that we want to hear. Sometimes it tells us and it guides us to things that we don't want to do or that we don't feel comfortable in. But if we operate with trust, with faith, that spirit is guiding us in the whole process, there's a lot of positive things that are going to come out. So this has been the reading for this weekend. Thank you guys for stopping by and checking out this video. If you have any comments or any questions, please feel free to send me a message. Or if you would like to book a private reading, I am now accepting private readings again. So if you can resonate with this message and you have more questions, then we can always book a private reading. Like I said, thank you and have a beautiful weekend, guys. Talk to you later.